Here we are at my embroidery machine. Today we're going to stitch out an endless design. This is Graceful Ivy number 19. Now, as we look here at the screen, we can see that it's horizontal, and endless designs stitch out a lot better if we do them vertically. So I'm going to rotate it so it's vertical. Now, the design here has the outline alignment stitches. That means there is a red outline all around the design and also a blue box. And this will help us with our positioning. I know that this machine does perfect positioning, but it's good to know how to do these things manually. It builds our confidence. I've got just the stabilizer in my hoop and an offcut in the center. I'm going to press go. My arm comes across, and just have to go back out again because even though I sent it to the machine for a 120 by 120, it didn't register. If I just close these colours out, you can see the red outline, and we're going to stitch that on the tearaway. This outline is not going to be on your embroidery, it's only on the stitch and tear. That is the outline of the design. So when we put our silk on, we're going to know exactly where to place it. When I lay this on the hoop, I can see that I'll be able to stitch 2 of these on this piece. Now I'm going to stitch the box, which will hold this in place. If you are using fabric which is not too thick, when you hold it up to the light, you can see those outline alignment stitches underneath. Now, I made a mistake. I put the fabric at the front. It's a lot easier, because we're working at the front, to do your first border design at the back of your fabric. So we've got to go back to the box of stitches. This box of stitches serves other purposes. It will actually show you how straight your fabric is. I'm going to go ahead now and stitch the whole design, and then when it's finished, we'll try and position the next version of it in front of it. Now, obviously, the design is finished. I'm just going to turn that sideways so that you can see it. And what we need to do is we need to take this out of the hoop, and we're going to hoop up another piece of stabilizer and do the outline so that we can see where to position it. We have our next design outline all stitched out on that stabilizer, and I'm just removing this one from the hoop and tidying it up a little bit. Now, you may want to leave a box of stitches, but I don't want too much in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the surplus away. I don't want all this stabilizer here, so what I'm going to do, just cut across there. And while I'm doing it, I might as well take the other bits. This one. So there's our design. Let's place that there. And put that one above it so we can just decide where it's got to go. I'm going to spray this. Now, notice This has been created in such a way that the farthest left part of the design, this stem here, we have that ivy seed head, but we only have 3 seeds and it's on a stem as opposed to last time when it was in a circle. So that is that bit there, and it's designed to go here. You can see the ivy is further in. So I'm hoping let's just go for it straight away. Now I've left no markings. There's no reason why you couldn't, at this point or earlier on, put a line across your fabric so that you know where to align things. So you can see here, there's the shape, and we've got quite a gap here. There is the loopy bit. That bit there finishes there. So I think we can move it across. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to turn it at a side. Let's have a look at it again. The outline alignment stitches, if you lift this up, you can see the outline alignment stitch there and there. They look in line. And then we can also look at the outline alignment stitches here. Now, it does look just marginally as if that needs to go up just a fraction. That looks good. Now that is there and that is there, so I need to take it over a little bit. Obviously, there are circumstances where you cannot see through the fabric. And when that happens, well, I'm going to show you what you need to do. I'm going to twist that slightly. Now, one of the things I do is I stick, I'm going to we can see the outlines, we can see that it's not too bad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke this here, and then with another pin, you can play around like this for ages, put it in that place, and then we can look on the back and see how the positioning is. Compare it to the lines across. Now that one is on that line, and when we take it across there, it's on that line. So I'm still not convinced that it's just a little bit too proud that end. So I'm going to move it slightly. That looks good. Let's put it back on the lines of the hoop. That makes it so much easier. I think we're almost there, but you can see how it works. Now, obviously, the closer you position these designs together, the more obvious misalignments will be. If you give them a little bit more space between them, I think they'll be a little bit more forgiving. Never rush this phase. The more endless designs you're doing, with each design, it will be thrown out even more. So, see that one? Now you can see I've moved it in that direction. Let's draw a line and see if that will help. I am going to take these, I'm going to take these dots here that were the outline alignment stitches that went round, and they will give me a very accurate guideline. The gap between them is about 1/4 of an inch, or between 1/4 and 1/4 an inch. And I don't want to place them too close together. So I'm going to go across to the machine. Let's go and do the box of stitches and see how it's done. Here's our box of stitches. And look on the back. So under here. There they are. The meat there. And they meet quite well there. So I'm happy to go ahead. If you've never done this sort of thing before, then now you start in a small way. Challenges that go wrong disappoint us. So don't try to do something too grand. Just put 2 designs together like I'm doing now and see how that goes. I'm not going to stitch them out on the film, and I'll come back when they're all done. There we have both designs, and I can't see any misalignment at all. Now you may wonder why I haven't given you a point to match these up, but I think it's down to your personal taste, how close you want them to be. Obviously we've got a finger gap here, and that could come over, you know, another 1/4 of an inch or so easily. I didn't want to put them too close, because if you were doing a long border, you wouldn't want them to be too close. I think you'll find that in this collection, when it's developed, there will be border designs using this one, but with the rope included as well. The rope is quite bold when it's stitched out in this gold, and it could be toned down by doing it in an ivory. It would set it as a border, but it wouldn't shout quite so much. Just an idea, something I wanted to show you. So that is the little narrow endless design, but that's got lots of possibilities for you. If we turn it to its side, you can see it doesn't work very well because the ivy seeds are not hanging down. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll be stitching this out on your machine, playing with this technique of placing your designs using my outline alignment stitches. So until next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.